Hi guys, and welcome back to Tea Time with Livvy. I have got a very special guest on today. This is like a kind of like a Halloween episode, and we decided to go with Mike Hough, who is a medium. That's correct, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
And do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
So I'm Mike Hough. I'm a medium. I'm able to communicate with loved ones that have passed away. Not a conversation you hear every day, but it's what it is.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I have had a few of these before, and I just find them so interesting. And we're going to do a little reading for the first bit of it, and then we're also gonna go into something more about you after after the people have
after the spirits have
stopped
spoken.
talking. Yeah.
Which I'm on the way up the stairs. I'm getting like, oh, imagine this. I'm like, wait, let me get in there first. So yeah, they are excited to come through.
Time with Livvy. Tea time with Livvy.
Right, okay, I'm up to you a little
bit.
down.
Go straight into it.
So
I always normally when I do like a one-to-one reading, obviously this is kind of basically a similar setting, so I always just say try your best not to say too much, so just yes or no is fine, only because I wouldn't want you to think that I've only said whatever because you've said.
Yeah, and I'll just say as well, you don't know who I am. You've never seen me on Instagram. I never found him, so this is completely true.
Yeah, I actually didn't know your name until you said come up the stairs.
Yeah,
and I was like, I thought it was Shan. So I don't know if it's Shan that texted me.
It was, yeah, we never found Mike through myself, so this is honestly true, because people will probably be like, he's probably seen you.
Yeah, so I didn't even know. So, and all she said to me was, and you can check her messages, it was to do a podcast. She didn't tell me what the podcast was or anything, so I just kind of came in here a bit blind. So it's a good job I'm not getting tied up in a corner or something. Good job the spirits are on my side. But yeah, so as a medium, I'm able to see, hear, feel, and sense spirit. Feeling and hearing is more my thing, so I'm able to get a good feel for who they are, how they passed, the emotional bonds and connections, which is why I always explain to people when they come through, it can be an emotional thing, but it's only in a good way. It's not anything like, oh, you're going to die soon, or such body in the family's going to get run over. Nothing weird like that. It's actually quite a nice healing experience. So when they start to come through, they'll try and give you messages that they feel you would benefit from. So it's not like random things like, oh, today's Thursday or whatever. They'll give as much validation as they possibly can. So we'll see where they go with that. So obviously you're very open to this sort of stuff. So we'll see where they go. So like I said before we even started, there was a few people trying to come through anyway. So I do want to start first with, I want to look over more to mum's side. So mum's still living though, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would it be mum's dad that's passed?
Yeah.
Because I kept hearing literally on the way up the stairs, I'm the granddad. So I know that he wants to come through, but your mum's mum, she would still be living, is that correct?
Yeah.
Good, because I keep getting a few different things coming through. So I'm trying to figure out, because there's a few of them, and I know there's someone trying to come in through.
We've got Katy here as well, so obviously you can't help.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm sure they'll have messages for you as well, because someone keeps pulling me over there. But I'm like, just stay over here for now, and then we'll see where we go. So Grandad's wanting to come through. It has been a little while since he passed, though, correct?
Yeah.
Would I be correct in saying that we're over the 5-year mark?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it feels like it's been a little while. I do feel from what Grandad showed me that there was people that he never got to physically meet, if that makes sense.
Me and one.
So he says to me, I need her to know I am there, I'm watching over everyone. Your nan and Grandad, so they would have still been together though, correct?
When I was born,
yeah,
I think maybe that was around the time that they split.
Separated, right?
Yeah.
Only because what Grandad showed me when he came through, he kept giving me roses to give to nan. In the sense of, he still values her massively, and he's very, very grateful to her.
How do you know if they're on mum's or dad's side, would you say?
Because they're bringing me over to your mum's side, so I am asking in my mind, can they give me something to validate which side I'm on?
Oh, right.
And then there's, it sounds like, hold on. So it's, there's a strong D initial, so Debbie or...
Daddy. That's my nan's name, Daddy.
Oh, right. So I'm definitely... This is mum's mum, though, yeah?
No! I'm going to be saying Dirty Deb! Oh, my
Dirty
God.
Deb. Oh, don't call your grandmother Dirty Deb. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I'm not my grandma. That is crazy.
So that's mum's mum, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm definitely on mum's side.
Oh, my God.
So we'll see where they go with that. So I know that with your mum as well, so I feel like her dad, he's got messages for mum as well. So whether she listens to, sorry, just tell her afterwards, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Because there's actually, and again, it's a little bit of a heavy thing, but there's a bit of an apology that he's trying to give forward to mum.
Absolutely.
Because, and without obviously, he knows what he's doing there. He's okay. He just says to me, I'm sorry that I couldn't always be the dad that she needed me to be.
Oh my God.
So, and who's Lulu then? Or Lulu? I keep hearing Lulu.
Louise, before.
I'm like high-fiving your granddad there. I'm like, go on, bring it in.
That is absolutely
And he's
crazy.
funny, your granddad, because he's like, what a load of shit this is. So he's not even into this sort of stuff, but he's still there wanting to come through. So he's
Oh
trying to
my
help
God,
Mum
yeah,
there.
that is insane.
He wants your mum to know, though, that, you know, he's guiding her from in spirit there. He's trying to help her out. And I feel like mum gets a little bit lost sometimes, bless her. And he's trying to navigate her in a good way. But
Yeah.
he keeps telling me she doesn't need a man. So I don't know if no offense if she's happily married, right? But he's like, she doesn't need a man. She's good. She's good. So unfortunately, you never got the opportunity to physically meet Grandad. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So he's just validating that there straight away. I do believe that he would have passed more sudden. There was something that was quite quick with how he passed. But then when I'm picking up on Grandad, he's bringing through someone else there. So your dad's still living though, yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your dad's, obviously mum and dad are separated from what I've just gathered from Grandad there, but your dad's mum, would she be in spirit?
Yeah.
Because she's trying to come through as well. She's quite a tough cookie, so she's like, get me in there. And she's like, just rubbing her hands together. She's like, straight away, she smacks her hand on me like she's like, mention the ring, mention the ring. So who's got the ring? Because she's like, talk about that ring, talk about that ring. There's two though. There's two.
My God.
So one, I don't know if one's more of like a dressy type ring, and then the other one's more of like whether it be like a wedding band or something like that. But she keeps showing me like placing it with you. So that's always just my symbol that it's within the family.
Yeah.
So that's what she keeps showing me.
I know what you're on about. There was a ring, and I know that one of the brothers have this ring, and I don't know whether my dad had it at one point, and my mum had it. This was years ago, and they ended up giving it back to me or my brother because they thought it was like bringing bad luck. How weird's that? I'm sorry, Nan. That might be.
That might like bad luck, cheeky bastard.
That might be. It might be a different ring if there's two, but I know that there was something to do with a piece of jewellery, and that was the case.
No way. So with your, no disrespect to Dad in any way, so they will go on like and hit on deep levels. So if there's any bits that you think, I'm not airing that, that's fine. So that's okay. But do you understand where you still see and connect with your dad though? Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you understand you are more closer with Mum?
Yeah.
Rather than Dad, and that's no disrespect to Dad. I just like a lot has gone on there in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sense. And your nan, when she's coming through, she still babies your dad. Like she still looks to him like a little boy, even though he's a fully grown man. She's like, he's fine, he's doing good, he's doing good. But I feel like with Dad, there's a lot of like burdens that he carries to do with. So is his dad also passed though?
Yeah.
Because I keep hearing your nan saying he's here, and I'm like.
Wow.
So she's like, easy. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. But I feel like Dad, I'm not sure if it's more to do with his dad, where he's carried burdens and guilt because he wasn't able to be there the way that he felt like he should have been, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like your grandparents are just trying to let your dad know that it is okay to let go of that burden and guilt that he's been carrying in that sense there. Your nan's telling me as well that there is, again, it's quite deep, but there's a baby that they've got there as well. Mm-hmm. So, but she kept showing me a reference to two. So I don't know if one's with like your side of the family and then one's with like one of your uncles or aunties or whatever on Dad's side. But they were showing me a baby that would have passed during pregnancy. Mm-hmm. So there's a reference to like miscarriage or, having to let go of the...
Yeah, I think with me brother's mum, because we've got different mums, she lost a baby. We were meant to have a sister. And she lost the baby before she had my brother.
Right.
So, and my brother always says to me, like, we would have had a little sister. Oh. So that's what I think that might be.
So who's there's like an M-E-M reference in name, like
Emmy.
Emmy, yes, because I was like, I'm saying that right. Who's Emmy then?
That's my sister, my little sister.
Living though, yeah.
Living.
Ah, right. So would the baby that passed would have been before her?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what, because I keep picking up on there that there's a part of your sister's soul in spirit that lives on with this one.
Oh my God.
So she is very much still present in that sense. So she's not missing out on anything.
Oh my God, that's
she is still there, which is quite cool. Let's see where they're going there. See, your nan keeps talking over everyone else. So she's like, get me back in there. I've not finished. Get me in. I'm like, that's fine. I don't know if she smoked as well, but I keep getting a whiff of cigs around her. So she's like, let me in. And she's flicking a fag at me there. I'm like, whoa. So she's chonging away there. She's happy. She's happy.
This is insane.
She says to me, I am with your granddad. She's moaning about him. No, I don't know why she's not. She keeps moaning. She's like, is he? I'm like, well, what's up with him? He's all right. Let him in. She's like, so she's just like puffing and blowing him there. There's a lot of love that's there between them, but she's just moaning about him a bit. So that's fine. But,
sounds like me and my fella.
Yeah. Oh, bless. So you guys, speaking of you and your partner though, you guys don't have children yet, no?
No,
because I do keep feeling that that's quite a big deal as well. So you're probably thinking, go away. No, thanks. Not yet. You do want children though,
yeah,
correct?
I do.
Because
I
you
was
would
worried.
be No. You'll be the most incredible mum. Your nan keeps telling me, she says, tell her she'll be the most amazing mum. I don't know if you've always said in your mind, like, I'd love a girl first, but they're laughing. Your nan's like, well, we're going to send her a boy. I'm like, don't be tight, send her a girl first.
Everyone says this, but tell me now, I'll end up like my dad. I'll end up with a nut, and plus George's genes, I'll end up with like a nutter child. She had 7 boys though.
Oh shit, that's a lot. That's a lot, isn't it?
So that's why she wants to send me a boy.
She's like, have another boy. Here's another one to throw into the mix. But I do feel like everything would be absolutely fine there.
Yeah.
She's talking to me about engagement as well, which is quite sweet. So
that's
I'll wait
sweet.
for me invite to wedding. Could you imagine everyone about who's that fucking word over there talking to the curtains? Like, oh, it's Mike the medium. Oh, okay. Just talking to me now. Could you imagine?
No, I'm
That'd be so
absolutely obsessed.
I could, like your nan says. Could you imagine?
She could. I'll
She's
send
blocking
you
me
an
after
invite.
this on whatever. She follows me on Twitter.
No, absolutely
That
not.
is so funny. But no, I do feel like it's all exciting, but she's laughing. It's like it won't be around here or anywhere where it's going to happen. So if you're not engaged yet, it's going to happen. It's going to be a good thing. And if your fella
amazing.
watches this, he's probably like, not bad. Why did you get him on here? Fuck's sake, got him proposed
I've
now.
got some high hopes now.
So she's laughing about that, but she says everything's fine. Their relationship's good. She's not showing me anything bad. So everything, every relationship has its ups and downs, but she's laughing about how you're quite fiery and you're quite hot-headed. So she's like, give that boy a break. Her words, not mine. So I don't know, but she's like, cut him some slack. So.
No,
So
but the way that she's saying that, how my dad describes me now, like she was always like, he always says that I remind him of his mum so much, and she was dead tiny as well.
Yeah, small but feisty, that's the one. Small but feisty. She's laughing there. She's like, that's me. And she's like flicking a fag over me there. I'm like, oh, thanks. So she's funny though. But she shows me, so you'd met both of his parents though, yeah?
No.
So you didn't physically meet either of them?
No.
Oh, no way. That is so weird because there's so much likeness between you and Nan.
I know,
Like,
that's what
really,
I mean.
Really, it's crazy.
It upsets my dad so much. And when you said about the burden, because I feel like he just knows his life would have been so different because he lost him when he was so young, both of them. I don't know, definitely what you said before about maybe carrying guilt and stuff is definitely a thing.
Oh, bless him.
Because he always says he wishes like we could have met
things
them.
was different. Yeah. So well, listen, they know all about you anyway, so they're not missing out on anything there. She's still smoking away there. She's happy. She's free. She's at peace. And most importantly, I feel like they do want to thank Dad and his siblings for everything that they did. They still love your mum as well, though. There's no ifs and buts about that there. Because straight away, it's like, mention Louise again. I'm like, I will. I'll bring her. I'll mention her. So they're sending a lot of love forward to your mum there. And they're telling me that, and she's kind of not slagging your dad off, but she's like, she put up with some shit from him. So I'm like,
oh my God. Tell her a little bit.
She's a savage, isn't she? I'm like, Jesus, no, this is meant to be like PG and chill. She's like, no, she put up with some shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my.
Your dad's just mad as a box of frogs. So she's acknowledging that. She's like, all my boys are crazy. So, but she wouldn't change any of them. She wouldn't change any of them at all. Do you know who unfortunately would have lost a son?
See, maybe potentially they could have been, because obviously there's so many brothers, they could have been another situation.
See, I don't think it's with
miscarriage or anything.
No, I think it's actually someone that's more on the outside of the family.
Right.
So what I'm picking up on here, there's a younger male that I can sense, but I feel like he's more on the outside of the family, but he would have passed more tragically.
And how young are we saying?
So I'm really shit with age, but he just keeps making me feel like we would refer to him that he definitely passed before his time. So I would not say he was an old man.
Right, okay.
But I know that he would have passed quite tragically. So whether that be like suicide or accidental passing.
Was this recently?
I want to look around like the 5-year mark or under.
Because we did lose, he wasn't actually like, he was my uncle because we that's all we'd known. He was like my dad's brother, do you know what I mean? And we lost him to a heart attack in April, but he was 60.
Yeah, so it's not... So before, if we backtrack a little bit, when Nan was acknowledging the son, about the son that would have passed, that would have been the uncle, I think, from what she was making me aware of. But then there's also a younger male that passed too. So I'm not sure if that's someone that's trying to come through maybe on this side there. But I do want to look on the outside of the family. He's not a direct family member, and he's quite bonkers as well. But so you've got fun loved ones, let's put it that way. They're all a bit crazy, but in a good way. So I'm like, this is fun. Yeah, so New York. Sounds fun. So this is what Nan's showed me for somewhere of a special engagement. So,
oh my God, that's so mad because I always say that's like our little special place.
She literally very, very specifically as well was showing me. I've never been to New York, but she kept showing me there's like an entrance to the. I'm going to sound really thick now. What's it called? What's that Central Park.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
kept showing like the entrance to that. So
Stop it.
sorry, mate, if you're watching, but yeah.
I've got high
I
expectations.
know. That's crazy, but that's what they keep showing
No,
me there.
that is so sweet.
They're always around. They're not missing out on anything. But I really feel so for your mum's dad. He wanted to try and help mum, and your grandmother really wanted you to know from dad's side that she's always been a part of your life and that she doesn't miss out on anything there. So she's extremely proud, and you've certainly lived up to any expectations that they ever had of you. So that's
that is
really
so
really sweet.
cute.
But so you can pass on their love there to family and whatnot. So they're trying to help them, but they kept showing me like the next stages for you now, which is more around work, around this sort of stuff, which is going to just keep on growing and growing and growing. So that's incredible, and we're
amazing.
expanding all the time. And she's laughing about having, and listen, I'm not famous or anything, but she's laughing about having more famous people. I'm like, your nan's all right. So she's like, people that are bigger than you, Mike. I'm like, thanks. So there'll be more well-known people that are going to be on here. And she's laughing about that. She says, tell her we're always behind the camera. We're always watching her. We're very proud of her. And they really are. So, and I don't know if you've ever been on TV before or not, but the TV is a big thing too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she keeps telling me about TV. So I don't know if that's already popped up. I don't know if that's popped up yet, or if we've already. I know you can't say anything because it's, you have to sign things, don't you, and whatever. But there is like a TV show that I can certainly see your name written all over it. But for you, 100%, I can feel like if it's not this time, there's definitely going to be something else. So,
Oh my
and you'd be amazing at it as well. So let me know if you get on it. I'll be watching. I'm like, I know my claim to fame.
I will.
That'll be ace, you'd
It'll either
smash
be
it.
that or my fella carries on annoying me. I'll be on Love Island.
I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah, I know.
Can't
I'm
be
only
doing
messing.
dirty
I love
now.
them really. Just hard work sometimes.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm married, so yeah, hard times, but yeah, and kids, so yeah, don't recommend it. You guys just stay as you are for as long as you
I
possibly
know.
can. But no, I do feel like you'd make an incredible family.
Oh my
so
God,
it's,
I
it's a
love
really
that.
good
That's
thing
so
there.
sweet.
It's a
I
good
needed to
thing.
hear
So
that, definitely.
please do pass on your nan and granddad's love, your nan's your granddad's love to mum's side there, because
I will.
they are always around and watching over. But
my
your
God.
granddad, especially for your mum, it was a big deal for him to try and
Yeah, because
like,
he's never come through before, and what everything
bless.
that you said completely aligns. Like,
he wants to help mum. So I feel like
Yeah.
she just needs a bit of a push in the right direction in that sense. But I feel like she's bonkers too, so that's cool. You've got a bonkers family, I love it. It's
I
not boring.
really have.
Far from boring. So that's good though. That's
that's
good.
why I'm so round the
I
bend.
love it. See, Nan's just on end at sofa there, smoking away. She's like, I'm still smoking. Listen, if ever you get random whiffs of that will be her.
Oh my
100%,
God.
that will be her.
Really?
She's like, don't just show you the numbers. She's like, I'll blow the fag smoke in your face as well. So yeah, if you ever get a whiff of it, that'll be her. So
That's so funny.
where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. But honestly, please do keep their love. They've done an incredible job.
Oh,
at coming through for you
absolutely.
there, and I really hope
Thank you
that's
so
been helpful in
much.
some way. You're very, very welcome.
Wow,
Very
that was
welcome.
absolutely insane. I can't cope.
Weird but wonderful.
Wow.
It is weird but wonderful.
The things that you knew then, like names and everything, I've never experienced anything like that before, ever, with any reading, and I've had loads.
Yeah.
Like, that has blew my mind. This video is sponsored by I'm So Pretty Official. As a valued trade customer, you will receive luxury hair extensions at a discounted price, and you will also have your own account manager. At I'm So Pretty Official, there are 14 different shades available, as well as custom colours. They also offer lengths from 16 inch to 32 inch, and you can also get different styles of hair, from wefts to nanos to tapes. So guys, you are going to be getting exclusive discounts, tailored prices, and you are going to have access to next day delivery if you order before 1 p.m, and you can get same day delivery if you are local. The best part about it is, even though it's a trading account, you will still have access to different options on how to pay. There is actually an option that is called Pretty Now Pay Later, and you can use that and basically pay with Klarna and ClearPay on your Clear account. To set up your trading account today, visit I'm So Pretty Official and get it all set up. Bye. That, guys, was honestly mind-blowing. I've never experienced anything like that. How do you even, like, so now we're going to go into a little bit more about Mike, just and like how you got, by the way, you're the first man on this podcast.
There we go. I will take that.
This
Thank you
is
very
like
much.
a woman's thing, but I feel like you've set the bar high for the first man to come on this
Well, you've had
podcast.
Mike the Medium, you need Magic Mike next, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we should get into how you really knew you had that ability to even do all this. Like,
So for me as a little boy, that's where it all started, as a little boy. So
Really?
I used to see spirit a lot when I was younger. So I used to see them more. Imagine if you see me stood over there, but then you blinked and then I wasn't there. So it was like that. So
What
growing
the
up, but
hell?
it wasn't a nice thing. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's really wonderful, mate." No, it fucking wasn't. I had like night terrors, nightmares, all
And
of
you
it.
could see these
Yeah,
things.
so I could see them, but I couldn't hear them. So I'd see spirits stood there, but then I couldn't actually like hear them. So it was weird. So I'd get things like that a lot. And I was that kid that was like the little mad ass. I was in bed with mummy and daddy till he was about 10, because I was absolutely petrified of the dark, everything. I was really scared of everything. So
Oh
yeah,
my
so that
God.
happened. I didn't obviously know what it was when I was a little boy. I just thought I was, maybe imagining things or whatever. Because my dad was like, "Get out of this room, you fucking mad ass." He was sick of me like gate crashing their bed, but never mind. Yeah, so if you watch this, Dad sauce. He probably won't. Doesn't even know how to use his phone. He's like, "How do you do this?" But anyway, yeah, he's one of them. But and then it wasn't until I got a little bit older, I was in like high school, I started hearing more then, but I wasn't, again, sure what it was. So I'd be around friends and stuff. And I always remember one lad saying, he was talking about holiday and his nan paying for it. All this, it sounds pointless me saying it that way, but, and I kept hearing Turkey at the end. I was like, Turkey. I just kept hearing Turkey. And he said like, "Oh, she's booked us to go to Turkey." And I thought, how did I know that? So it's weird things like that kind of just didn't really
Yeah,
make sense to me. Yeah. So then eventually that kind of, I would say kind of died off a little bit then. And then as I got, I think it was 14, 15, I think, was I? Yeah, around that age. One morning I woke up, now this is a bit deep, but one morning I woke up and I just got this awful feeling as if someone was going to die, like really deep, awful feeling.
Oh my God.
And I just thought like, oh God, what is this? So I tried to just ignore it, go on about my day, and then it was still there. And at the time, my granddad had already passed at that point, but my nana was still here. And I thought, God, it's going to be my nana. Like, I was petrified of losing her because she was like another mum to me.
Yeah.
So I seen her twice that day. She was probably healthier than I was, to be fair. She was fine. So I was like, it can't be that. I was probably just overthinking things. But then we went out with our mates and whatever of the night time on this like metal bench thing. And this lad went past on his bike and he just literally glanced over. That feeling came back again. And I thought, what is going on? So then, this is quite fitting actually, the noise of the...
Oh
I'm
my
like, fuck,
God,
that's quite
what's going
spooky.
on?
I know.
Halloween!
Spooky season is here. So...
So fit for this episode.
I know,
oh my
love it.
God.
Well, it's so weird. But I didn't actually need an ambulance, but probably should have gotten one. But anyway, so this lad went past on his bike, and then I thought, that feeling was there, and I thought that's so strange. But then all of a sudden, I just got this urge, like I need to get off here. So as I went to get up, this lad just came on the park, a different lad, I think it was, I don't know. But and then basically we got jumped, but I got like proper jumped to like the point of like blacking out type thing. How I got off there, I don't know. Because I used to wear caps all the time then as well. So that was knocked off me. I remember seeing that on the floor. And for some weird reason, when I left the park, I had it on my hand. I had hold of it. So I don't know how I got that. But I think I had concussion or whatever from that, because that's probably why the ambulance went past at the same time, because my head just went proper funny off that. But after that, I would say that kind of affected me in a way of where like I was like afraid of going out and stuff like that. I didn't like going out in public and stuff in case it happened again and all the rest of it. And I have an older brother, and he was always like, "Oh, you fucking mad ass, just get out, we'll do him in," and all this. Like, we're so different, like chalk and cheese. But so yeah, I don't know if it's like a PTSD type thing. So I didn't go out. But then when I eventually went back to school, it was like somebody like ripped the door open, and I was hearing things, seeing things. It was too much in a sense. So I ended up leaving school. So I left school at like the beginning of year 10.
No way.
So the beginning of year 10 or just a few months in, and then I went working with my dad doing flooring and whatever, and then so I'd be going in all these different houses all the time around different people and be picking up on like the nans, the mums, the dogs, everything. It was really weird.
Oh my God, just the dogs come through.
Oh yeah, dogs come through as well sometimes. Yeah, it all depends on like so there was no chance of it happening with your nan, because your nan was like, "I've got this," so you know what I mean. She was like, "I'm going to do this myself." So she's not going to let any furry friends through. But yeah, so but that's how it kind of all started for me. And then I was able to get like practice with clients' houses. So, like I'd get talking to them. Some nice ones. Some of them was a bit arsey at times, but you get it out and everything. So I'd be talking to them and I'm like, "Oh, are you into this sort of stuff?" and whatever. And they're like, "Yeah, why?" And then I'd do like readings and stuff and like, practice. But I did go and see there's a medium who does it, like where you can train. It's like a class type thing. So I was with her for a little while. I was with her for 3 months, and she said to me like, "You don't need to be here." And I was like, "Thanks." That's rude. Because I was like proper enjoying it every week, going there, buzzing. She's like, "No, you should be doing readings for people." But I never really thought of it in that way of like doing it as a
job.
as a career type thing. So yeah, I did that and then didn't look back. So then I was able to leave my job working with my dad and then doing this full time. So yeah.
No, that is
Rest history.
absolutely
That was about
insane.
How old's my daughter? So probably about 9 years ago now.
When you met your wife, did you cook the...
So this is another weird experience too. So as a little boy, I remember sitting, and I always remember this so vividly because it's not far from where we live now, which is weird. So I sat in my friend's caravan. Do you know when people used to have caravans up the driveway all the time, but didn't really use them? We always used to go and play in that. I was probably about 9, no joke. And I said to my friend, I said, I'm going to marry someone called Sarah. And my friend was like, okay, because we're like 9 or 10 or whatever. No one gave a shit. And it's weird. And then I met my wife, and then her name's Sarah.
Oh
so
my God.
I was like, and I didn't even remember that until like, I think we'd already got engaged, and I was like, shit, no way. And it kind of popped back in my mind as a memory. So,
Oh
yeah.
my God, that is absolutely insane.
So she's stuck with me now. Poor woman. She loves it really though, because every now and again she'll be like, is my mum there? Because her mum's unfortunately passed my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. And she'll be like, have they got out to say? And sometimes they'll just come through anyway and be like, oh, your Sharon's here or your mum's here. And she'll be like, okay.
I would love that. If George had this ability, I'd be like, oh my God, please, like, go and speak to you go speak to your nan, she'll tell you how it is.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that.
It's weird, but yeah. So, but she really has helped me through a lot of it as well, like with the trust side of things, and you can do it. Do you like being? She's always been my biggest supporter, so she's always been very supportive and helpful with this journey.
Because now I feel like you, obviously I've seen on your Instagram that you do like big events, don't you? And so you were saying earlier as well that you obviously kind of come away from the one-to-ones. You're not really doing that as often anymore.
I do still want. I'll always do them because that's where I started. So I'd always still do them, and I do really love doing one-to-one readings because it's more personal.
Intimate,
yeah. So, but I also love doing the events because you're able to reach more people. Within those, because someone from one side of the room might have a loved one coming through. Could be like the same name, same reason of like how or why they passed, and someone from the other side can also connect with that. That's actually spirit coming through and like kind of dividing themselves in a sense. So like their loved ones channeling through the same.
No
channel,
way.
as weird as
That is
sounds.
absolutely
But
insane.
I do, so I still do one-to-ones, but I'm not doing so many of them at the minute because of the events and stuff, and because of the year, like.
No, but them events, I've seen them on TikTok as well, where it's like, it's just so crazy that you've actually got that power, you know?
Yeah.
That is all. I wish I was like that. Have you got any, like, is anything, obviously good spirits can come through, but is there any, like, bad things that can come through or, like? Yeah,
so the only time I've ever had a negative experience would be so it's 2 houses ago from where we live now, and I knew what I was able to do, but I wasn't like advanced in it, if that makes sense. So I could never have possibly done like a full-blown reading or anything like that. So it was kind of like I didn't know what I was doing with it, and the house was haunted basically. So but my wife's seen it as well, so I just knew that it wasn't me like maybe overthinking things or anything, and to the point of where like we couldn't move in bed sometimes because there was someone stood there. It was like proper sinister vibes. It was proper
I know
spooky,
that feeling because that
horrible.
happened to me in Portugal. I've told this story, they'll know what I'm on about, but it was the freakiest thing. And it's like I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. And it's like if I turned me back to the door in bed, I was like, someone's looking at me. I couldn't stop like flipping my head thinking I know something's there. It was weird. It's just horrible feeling. What would you do in that situation? Could you see it?
Yeah, well, I could and I couldn't. It was weird. It's because the room was obviously dark anyway because it's nighttime, but I could see it was definitely a tall man that was stood there, and he had like this weird hat on. But my wife said that she's seen it too, so I knew that I wasn't. I definitely knew I wasn't going crazy, and I knew that we was both seeing these things. But at the time, so my son was, I think he would have been about 6 months old. Was he about 6 months old? No, he wouldn't have been. No, he wasn't. Sorry. So he would have been about 1.5, I think. So my daughter might have. Oh, God knows. I'm not looking at any kids. I've only got 2, but I can't keep up with them. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, hard work being a parent, honestly. Really, I'm like, which one was it? But anyway, my son, so he was, actually, he might have been about 2 at the time. He could see them as well, and he could sense them. And there was a lady that was in the house as well. And he kept saying, like, because he could talk, but not very clearly because he was only young. But he kept saying to us, he's like, white lady. And we was like, what's he on about, white lady? My wife, bless her shit out. She was like crying straight away. She's like, we need to move. I was like, we'll be fine. Don't worry, we'll be fine. But it was quite a scary feeling. But knowing what I know now, if I was to be back there in that situation, I don't think I would have been scared. I would have just been like, fuck off.
I'm a bit like that now because the first time that I ever experienced, like, I've always said that I had like sense like negative energy or just energies in general. And I remember when I moved, I basically moved to where I live now. Yeah, you're never gonna believe what it used to be. I can't put it in here, so I have to minute. Probably block people Google it. Anyway, when I first moved there, I knew that when I was in bed one night, there was definitely something there. I had one of them dreams, and it like something yanked my leg on the bed, in the bed, and it was showing to me like I thought it was one of them dreams. It was like a young boy, and then it was so weird. And then another night. This is like this is like the first month we moved in because I couldn't sleep. Like I was thinking, and it was like I heard something come into the bedroom, and it was just stood there. Like I knew exactly where it stood. Like it was like I could point at it, but I couldn't see it. But I could just feel it. It was right there. And then but I just thought, because when I was in Portugal and it happened in my dad's old house, I'd give it so much attention, and I was like, I could tell I was scared, so I was just like saying to me, fuck off, like that, because the more that you speak about things, it gives them more energy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And that is something that's really true, but that goes for like anything. So if let's say, for example, you're trying to buy a house, but you're like, oh, we're not going to be able to have this money for that. You're not going to, because you're going to give it more energy.
Yeah,
and
that's so true.
You're going to keep giving things more energy in that sense. So yeah, it's quite weird like that. But back to, so my little boy at the time, he used to see this white lady, and he told us, he pointed to his curtains and he went, white lady, he went there, and then he pointed to his cot, and he went there. So it's as if like she'd walked over to his cot. And then that's when my wife's eyes was streaming. She's like, oh, we need to move. And it wasn't until we then moved house, I picked up on who that lady was. It was really, really weird. Really? Yeah. So we just sat there one night, and I said to my wife, I was like, do you know who this lady is? Because I kept seeing her in like this hospital gown and stuff, and I'd actually seen her with my eyes as well, like in the house, in our old house. And she was like, no, I haven't got a clue. I said, she keeps showing me a hospital ward, and it's like she's seen you on this. And then she kind of realised it's someone who knew her dad from this hospital ward that they was both on at the time. It was so weird.
What
so weird. And she took a shine to her. Her name was Mary.
As if that is absolutely insane.
And she was like a heavy smoker, and I kept smelling like really, really thick smoke. And she was like, oh my God, Joe used to go out, because my mother-in-law used to smoke. So when she'd go out for a cig, this woman would go out at the same time. So that's how she knew. But she always took a proper shine to my wife, because her child got took away from her.
Oh my God, that is so, that's actually cute. So she wasn't harming you.
No, she was sound. I was like, oh, she can come again. But now I've never sensed her again. It's like she just needed her to know that she was there.
That is weird, absolutely crazy. Have you ever had like a really weird experience when you've been giving someone a reading? Like, what? Tell us some funny stories.
So there was once. Now I'm not a big drinker or anything, because I've got no fucking spirits to deal with instead of the ones in the bottle. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really. It's not really my thing. But years ago. God, how many years? That would have been about 5 years ago or something. Now we went out with our mates and whatever, was going around town and was going in the clubs and whatever. And I was obviously had a few to drink, and this man was stood there, just, you chat shit to people outside. And I was chatting shit to him, and he's like, what do you do? And I don't normally tell people, because I can't be asked explaining it. And that's not in a rude way.
Or them saying, give me a reading now, because I'm the type who can't say no either. I'd be like, I'd have to do it. I can't say no to people, like, it's a problem.
You've got to try and get thicker skin with these things, otherwise you do end up draining yourself. That's what I learned. But so I ended up telling him, and he was like, oh no, and his dad came through. I'm not joking, it's the worst thing I could have done, because he was following me then from one club to the other, literally to the toilets. And what else is he saying? I'm like, mate, he's gone now. Like, they're not always there, like with me. They'll be with you, but just so places like that. I've given some readings in some weird places. So walking the dogs on the park, and someone's just picking up the dog shit. I'm like, are you open to this sort of stuff? I always ask first rather than just because some people might not be, open
not
to it. So I've done it in there. Specsavers in town, I've done it there before. When my wife was waiting for her glasses to be sorted, I was bored. I was like looking at this woman. I was like, hey, you all right? I think she actually knew who I was anyway, because she was like, are you that? I was like, so you're open to it. It's like, that's my sign. So I can't remember who came through for her, but someone came through for her in the queue in Asda. I've done it there before. It must be when I get bored, because I've got undiagnosed ADHD as well. So when I get bored, my mind goes elsewhere. But my mind goes to spirit rather than like, oh, what should I have for tea? So, you know what I mean? So I'm stood behind this woman. She was literally getting the dog food, and something wasn't working on the till, and I'm just thinking, oh, I'm fucking bored. And then, so I was waiting for ages, and then her son came through, which was really sweet. And I always remember that, because it really, really helped her. She was bawling her eyes out, bless her, at the till. I was like, sorry.
Oh, no, but it's so lovely that you still do it there. Because some people wouldn't do that, I don't feel.
No.
They'd be like, if you want to know, you gotta
pay, pay up.
That's so sweet, because you've probably helped so many people doing that.
Yeah,
like,
I've done it in loads of places.
That is honestly cute. So I actually gotta go. Has anything like... Have you got any spooky stories to tell? Because we need to scare them a little bit, if you're not already petrified.
Boo. I'm not scary. I'm far from scary. Because
I don't know, is it not scary being able to mess with that? Because like it's such a good thing in a way, but I don't know whether
What my most scariest times would have been in that house that I was telling you about. Yeah. So there was once where I was going to pick up my son from nursery. It was literally like an October morning, and it was afternoon, and it was really dark at night time type thing. And as I was leaving, so going from the kitchen through to the living room to the hallway, and it might sound like proper cliche, but there was like what looked like, if you used to take a picture of like white mist and it stays still, but then it just dropped out of nowhere. So I shit myself, run out of the house. It was riddled the house with energy, like loads of energy, but I don't think it was all bad. I really don't. This is the thing. Sometimes people demons have like swung me around the room and stuff. I've not had any like weird experiences like that. So I'm not saying it's not real, but I haven't had, and again, it might sound a bit wavy fairy, but for me, the line of work that I do, I don't deal with like going on ghost hunts and stuff like that. I don't. Yeah, I use this ability more
in a positive way.
In a positive way, yeah. There was once I got invited to film something. Again, it was like a ghost hunt thing for. Obviously, I'm not going to say it was just in case because I'm not bad mouthing them because they was really wonderful people, but it was going to be on like Amazon Prime or whatever. And I had this. I got invited to go on there. I needed to go and do like a photo shoot thing for like the promo of it and stuff. And I don't know what it was. I mean, loads of good things maybe could have come from that for me and my career and whatever, but I had a dream about it the night before, like my spirit guides, and everyone was like, don't go, bad things will happen, don't go. So I ended up just saying like, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to like pull out of this and not do it. So but they was very much like going around graveyards and stuff like that. For me, they're not really there anyway. So.
No, and I feel like that's a good. That's like does your like all the spirits well guide you as well in a sense? Then
yeah. Well, sometimes I wish you'd fucking pull the finger out sometimes because some of the shit shows I get myself into, I think you could have given me a heads up. But yeah, so they're not always on my side. But yeah. So they do guide me sometimes, but not always in the best places. But honestly, there's been times and situations that I've had and been sat there and thinking, why the fuck didn't you give me a heads up on this? Like, this is shit.
I wish I had that. Like, I wish I could like do that. I actually can't cope.
It's weird, isn't it? Weird but wonderful.
So, before obviously Sean told me that does it take up to 6 months for someone to come into the spirit world? Like, how does that work? Because there is someone who I'd love to come through. Yeah. But he hasn't. I think it's just under 6 months.
Yeah. So for me, time's not a thing. It's not a thing of like where they've got to, come through and wait for 6 months. So it's kind of like me saying to you, like, if you was to go on holiday now, you're going to enjoy it when you get back. You're going to enjoy it when you're there. Type thing. So they are there. Sometimes if they've not come through, I mean, I'll keep that door open to see if we can get them in. But sometimes. And I think we have opened that door a bit now. I'm like, okay, wait there, because now my mind's just gone blank. I'm like, wait, I can't think straight. Right, wait there. What was we on about? this is what it does to me. Like, really.
We were talking about like time and
time frame.
Yeah.
So no, I've done readings before where they've passed like the weekend before, things like that. So it's not. But some people do say that. Some people say, some other mediums might say like it takes 6 months, and that's their insight. But my insight is just that. They're there when they're there.
I feel like you must give so many people closure.
Yeah.
And especially if it's like a unexpected death. Like, how do you even come to terms with that? Do you know what I mean?
It is. It's really, really hard. I always say I don't know which way is easier of losing a loved one. There is no easy way. But whether it's like if you're expecting them to pass or if it's unexpected, because either way you're carrying a lot of burdens. And that's something that I find within the readings when I'm connecting with spirit. When they come through, they want to help with those things. So they want to help you feel the way that you did prior to losing them in that way there.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, that must be, is that like probably one of your favourite parts of like what you do?
Definitely. Like seeing people when they come in and then when they leave, like it's like a different person sometimes because of the healing and the closure and everything else that their loved ones have been able to deliver. So
oh my God.
It's
I'm literally obsessed with you. You're so good. Honestly, I feel like everyone's going to absolutely adore you, Like, you're going to be fully booked, mate, for about 5 years.
Well, just in case anyone is wanting to book, I'm not taking any bookings on at the minute. So if anyone did want to come and,
But what about your event today, all fully booked?
So the ones in Warrington are, I've got some coming up. I can't even tell you the dates for them to prepare because my brain's like fucking mush. But I've got something like Weaverham, Northwich, Sale. There is other places I can't remember.
No, because people will genuinely definitely come and travel up to see you because that was the best reading I've ever had in my life.
Oh, bless you.
And I can't wait. But thank you so much for coming on.
You are very, very welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
And I can't believe we've had the first official man
on
the pod.
Next up, Mike, Magic Mike.
And you're such
Sorry to disappoint.
You're such like a green flag, isn't he? Found with like such good energy. And we're matching, guys. This was not planned.
This was not planned.
Clearly, me nan was telling them what to wear.
I had a black jumper on this morning, and then I was like, I can't wear this. I don't know why. So I thought I'm going to put this on instead. So
no way. And I've just been saying as well, I had a full power cut this morning. Like the weirdest situation in the house. Had no lights. It was walking around with flashlight on my phone, trying to pack me some makeup to go to my mum's to have a shower because nothing was on. And then just a weird time. And then all this as well. Like what a spooky episode.
Times, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to wrap that one up there. But thank you again.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you go and give him a follow. I will leave all of his details below because Jesus. Jesus, literally.
Jesus, take the wheel. No, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah, bye guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Tea time with Livvy.